Peter Obi threatens to dump NDC over widespread primaries corruption and ticket racketeering. That's a lie. Where did Peter Obi threaten to dump NDC? NDC did not do any corruption or ticket racketeering, and Peter Obi never said anything about him dumping NDC. Where did you see that one? The presidential ambition of the Nigerian Democratic Congress NDC flag bearer, Peter Obi, is currently hanging in the balance. Hanging in which balance? Following strong indications that he has threatened to abandon the party over deep-seated corruption and structural irregularities marring its ongoing nomination processes. Lies. Sources close to the leadership structure reveals that Obi has expressed deep disgust behind closed doors, describing the internal handling of the party's primaries as careless, compromised, and highly embarrassing to his political brand. Lie. The development leaves the opposition leader in severe dilemma, facing either a compromised ticket or an outright forfeiture of his presidential run. Where did you get this information from? According to a highly placed insider, who is the highly placed insider that is giving information? Familiar with the internal friction, established political actors within the NDC have effectively transformed the newly formed party into a commercial venture. The source alleged that nominations forms and party tickets are being systematically auctioned off to the highest bidders, with zero regard for candidates' competence, track record, and basic constitutional qualification. The only party that can do this one is APC. NDC can do that. The entire process leading up to the selection of candidates has been entirely corrupted. The source stated under anonymity. Anonymity. People who have no business holding public office are buying their way through, completely disregarding the core values that Peter Obi stands for. It has turned into a pure marketplace. The internal crisis has reportedly manifested in total administrative anarchy across key state chapters, particularly in Edo and Anambra. In Edo State, the party's leadership is facing severe backlash after it was discovered that multiple nomination forms were deliberately issued to different aspirants for that exact same legislative seat, creating parallel contestants and legal alignments ahead of the general elections. This administrative failure aligns with recent public outcries, including that of Edo State South Central aspirant Honorable Ehizowa Adonanyawa, who openly regretted joining the party. Similarly, the situation in Anambra State has triggered widespread outrage. Nomination forms and tickets were reportedly handed out secretly to favor aspirants, without the party officially concluding, announcing, or publishing the result of the primary elections. Aspirants who participated in the process have been left completely in the dark, following accusation of daylight robbery by party's high command. This is obviously a lie. This person is lying. Chidinma says fake news. Fake news. Sonny Azubene says everybody wants to ride on Peter Obi horse. He is the market provider for them. Ordinarily, which knows NDC gets to breathe if it is not Obi. Then go collect it for belief. I don't think all of this information is the truth. Like Happy says, when APC were counting 110, 50, 100, 500, 1,000, 3,000, we didn't hear any interview or read about any public backlash. I don't mind them. The NDC knows why they've not published the result. The party and His Excellency Peter Obi are ahead of the APC agent of division. Till today, NDC conducted the most transparent primaries in the country. This one that they are saying is obviously a big lie. And you know that it's courtesy of APC. Their wala is too much. Abina says those that want to NDC to contest are mostly those frustrated and corrupt politicians from APC, PDP, and co. That is why you can never achieve your aim for a better primaries even if you join another party. But I don't believe Sha. Ben Collins says what we want to hear all the time is fake news and bad thing. That is all. The Colonel Augustine says a big Igbo mass ethnic support is what is helping him and not because he is perfect. After all, he made Aisha Yusufu signatory to private account. The Labour Party was not aware and the woman then was not a member of the Labour Party. How was the money in that account utilized? Which money is this one talking about? I beg. As a member and presidential candidate of Labour Party, how do you control party accounts in which Aisha is a signatory? Now that you are not a Labour Party, who will please that account? Nigerian wants to know. Which Nigerians? Yeah, who? I beg. Being as you are nothing but a sadist. You know too much of everything. Ewo Gambia. Chinese says fake everywhere. I'm telling you. Primaries says we are telling you this is a scam trap divisional of APC. But we talk, I beg, go and sit down. At AU says policies is policies. Okay, it says APC illegal news, of course. You know that is APC people, APC propaganda. Bamishile says it's not possible you become president without platform of a party. What led you to this level is you don't want to face primary challenges. If you are assured of yourself, you will wait for ADC. ADC should go and sit down. Divine Law says all are looking forward to something to enter their pockets instead of purposeful service. If you can't manage them, save your good name. Then he says, stay and correct the ills when you take over power as president. You can only fight corruption with invested authority, not individually. Like say absolutely fake news. APC journalist. So I would have thought as much. That says Mr. Peter Obi will be ending his political career if he dumps NDC because of reported cases of corruption in the primaries. It shows he is not a practical leader. One of the attributes of a leader is to solve problems. Corruption is in all the parties' primaries. Poor administrative discipline structure and grassroots network gives rise to endemic internal crisis and corruption. Chochukwu says Peter Obi is surely lost by Nigerians everywhere. Peter Obi, any political party he goes will be recognized and grown massively by Nigerians. Peter Obi is a big name. A good legacy is very important, especially when you have opportunities. Peter Obi's legacy when he was governor have made him the most popular politician and most perfect presidential candidate ever in Nigeria. Peter Obi, we get your back. But please don't believe in the judiciary after you win 2027 election because they will try to You didn't finish your statement. Someone says, tell us say Tinubu government favor you and your generation. We go leave matter for you. We go know say na your stomach you dey find. Don't mind them. Why is this as fake news? Just looking for traffic and negative news to demarket Peter Obi. You already know. At Baba Ole says fake news. No widespread primary corruption in NDC. Agent of APC paid to discredit NDC primary election. Well, we know now. We know. Dr. James says Mr. New Nigeria started with his political gimmick to capture more gullible and disgruntled supporters. Obi that single-handedly hijacked the presidential primary and became a sole candidate. Is that not criminal? How did he hijack presidential primary? Ludo. Maybe I can't sit down. Fidel says Peter Obi did not want any imbecile in his government. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.